Well, I guess it, yep, it looks like I'm live. Let me get everything set up here. If I can. I got my juice in my pot here. I'm fixing to make another batch of blackberry jelly. If you guys want to chat while I do that, let's post a link. I need some company up here on the panel. Paste that. That's for whoever wants to come up. Only two of you in here right now. I see Charlotte and Shirley from Hop to It. I see Slim Twiggy. Hey, Slim Twiggy. And anybody that wants to, I don't know how long I'll be here, but anybody wants to come up and stream to their channel, we can do that too. Let me get everything, still getting everything set up here on the computer. I think, anyway. I'm trying. Now I'm going to pin the link to the top. I think, yep, I got it pinned, don't I? All right. Now, you guys, hello, Stephen, Extractor Force. Hey. All right. I've got my juice in here. I've got a half teaspoon of butter. I'm not doing this to show you what I'm doing. I'm just doing this so we can visit while I do this. I need a spoon. Now I'm going to turn my pot on. Hello, Sharon. Good morning, Sharon J. This is the second batch I've worked on this morning. Got that on. Got my jars over here. Got me some lids. I measured up my pectin, my sure gel type stuff. I'll put it in here and stir. Got to bring that to a boil. But I'm going to try to read the chat and maybe get somebody up here to talk with me while I cook this, while I make this. Still drinking my coffee this morning. Vicky's here doing dishes. Get through with them dishes and you can come up on the panel and talk. Or do like me. I still got dishes, breakfast dishes in my sink over there. Because I got busy and didn't finish my dishes. Oh, and I set up that new Nightbot thing. When you say hi, I think it says welcome to the hen party. I think. I hope I did it right. And this is not even a hen party. This is the blackberry jelly party. I'm going to turn that light off behind me. How's that? Is that better? Then I don't have a halo over my head. I said I need some company up here. Come up and maybe if you're really good, I'll send you a jar of this jelly. Can I bribe you to get you up here with me? Good morning to Beverly. Good morning, Beverly. Good morning to Carol Blackledge. Love blackberries and the jelly as a byproduct. Yeah, I took the seeds and the stuff out of this, so I'm just using the juice because I really didn't want the seeds and stuff in my blackberry jelly. Come on up. Well, I can't. Well, that pot's hot. I can't show you what's in there, but that's my juice in there. And Charlotte's back. Sandra says, I'll still be lazy after 2 days with 3 great grandkids. I'll let you take a break up here on the panel, Sandra. You just have to sit and talk. And Lisa's listening while she's working. My voice is soothing. I sound like a hillbilly. Good morning, DeVay. Oh, Vay's got her chores done. How about you, Vay? You want to come up on the panel, up on the screen with me? Surely somebody wants to come up here so I don't have to do all the talking. Michelle, I would come up, but you can't quit. You still sick? You need to get to feeling better. You quit being sick and you get better, Michelle. Charlotte got Lisa's block. And Faye says give her a minute and she'll come up. And I got Cheryl Manska. Good morning to everyone. Better pay attention to what I'm doing. Sometimes I splatter this hot stuff up on me if I'm not careful. And she's good morning to everyone. I don't know how long this will take. If I stir this until I'm done, that'll give me an idea how long this takes. I've got the burner up on high. There comes. I'm not myself, I'll put you up there.
Okay. I'm not going to go stream today.
You can. You're welcome to. You're welcome to if you want to. I'm good with that.
All righty. Let's see.
That's up to you. I'm going to work here, and this will be your show, okay? We got Gladys. Good morning, Gladys. I didn't go on last night. I got lazy and got down to my chair. So I decided I'd go on this morning.
I go on tomorrow morning.
Right.
Live streaming at 10 a.m. Let's see. You're at Cheryl's. Okay. Good morning, everybody in the chat room. Janie says, hi, Rita, and everyone in chat.
Hello, Janie.
And Sandra K said hi. Hey. However she wants to put it. And Logan Coleman said, hey.
Hello. Oh, that's from your channel. Hello, Logan. Welcome to the Rita and Bay show.
Mine it says helping Rita while she makes blackberry jam.
Yeah.
Good morning, Vicki.
Wanted some company. Yeah. Good morning to.
Oh. And there's Beverly Atkins says morning, Janie. And Logan's telling everybody hello.
Well, how have you been, Bay? How's all your quails and everything doing?
I'm crazy as ever. The beginning of next week, I will be putting my quail chicks into their cage. They'll come out of the brooder.
Okay.
And I processed 4 cooey day before yesterday, and I have about 8 more to process. But that's hard on my hands. And, you know, with arthritis, I don't have much of a pinch, so it's kind of hard because you can't hang them up like you do rabbits.
Mm-hmm. And whereabouts are you located? What state was you in?
I'm in Southwest Ohio between Dayton and Cincinnati.
Okay, I couldn't remember. You probably told me before, but I didn't recall.
Janie says it's 4 in the afternoon there in the UK. And Dee says, hi, ladies. Good
Hello,
morning,
Dee.
Dee.
Good morning to Dee.
Yeah, my hands are still cramping a little bit from fighting those. Processing male animals is harder than processing females
Hmm.
because females' connective tissue has more leeway because we expand in everything so much in giving birth. Males, it just sticks and it is tough to break.
Uh,
And Vicky says she's Buckeye, Georgia born.
yeah, I knew Vicky was from Ohio. Xenia, I think it was where she grew up at. If I'm saying that right.
Vicky is stuttering a little bit in her typing. It looks like, but that's okay. Take it slow and easy, Vicky.
You typing fast to correct me or to tell me I'm right on what your town?
Yeah, she's from Xenia. And Charlotte Villa was raised in Vermilion, Ohio.
Okay.
I was
But,
originally raised up in Lake Erie area, like Toledo, Oregon, and Maumee, you know.
mm,
But I came down here when I turned 50. So it's been 15 years I've been down here.
mm.
And Janie says, Rita, what are you making? She's making blackberry jam.
Blackberry jelly. Yeah, blackberry jelly. I already did one batch.
And Lois says she was
There's my
raised in
first.
Mentor,
There's my
Ohio.
first batch. I'm working on the second one.
Oh, that looks good. Now, how many are you going to send out?
I need to send some of them out for sure.
Charlotte says she lived there for 40 years, now live in Coleman, Alabama for 32 years.
Okay. Well, Vic,
I had to quit get behind the camera again, Miss Reed. I can't be going up here on the camera. It's too early. It's way too
yeah,
early.
but I got to see you guys before I bring you up here. That ain't gonna
Oh,
lie.
I ain't got no problem with that.
It
Don't
can get
worry
bad.
about
So,
Okay,
Yeah.
now who is this up here with us?
Vicky Wells
Oh, Vicky. Okay.
from Ohio. She born in Ohio.
Yeah, I know Vicky. Vicky and I talk a lot.
My father was born in Ohio. He was born in Ripley, Ohio, down along the Ohio River, right on the bank of the Ohio River. You could walk down. You had to walk down. I think it was like almost 30 steps to the edge of the river from his house. That's how it was situated. I know this because it was our vacation. Every year, my dad would take us on vacation. it was.
I'm going to interrupt. Hey, Vicky, you want to stream to your channel?
No, I don't do that kind of thing.
Well, all right. Just you can if you want to.
I appreciate it. But I was just saying we'd go down there, and I remember counting the steps walking down. Listening to the stories because it was flood every year because it was right up on the river, and then across the river was Kentucky, Dayton, Kentucky.
Yeah. Beverly says, yummy jelly. And Dee says, hey, Vicky. And Charlotte said, hey, Vicky.
Hey, Dee. Hey, Charlotte. I come up here with Miss Rita. I won't lie because I can't lie to you. I'll be as honest as I can. You said maybe we'd have a chance to get some of that jelly. Maybe. I'm not holding you to it. And I thought, oh, I'm gonna jump up there. I would have come up here anyway, but I was just
I just
blackberry
wish I had some berries.
brings back a lot of memories to me. Blackberries do.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you ladies, Val and Vicky, I will send you guys. Let me get your address sometime, and I'll send you some of this jelly. Because I did say that, didn't I? I'm getting so scatterbrained. I forgot that I promised whoever come up here some jelly, didn't I?
You said, no, you said maybe I might, so that's up to you. But we would come up anyway because you're fun to talk with.
Deb Somerville said, "Good morning, Rita and Bay," and that's Vicky
Good
two's
morning,
here.
Dan.
Yes, I was thinking about you and some other people that always like the chickens. Um, sometimes I crochet. I'll crochet. I don't do it all every day. I don't. But I like to sit down and I'll find something I want to crochet. And usually it's a little project. I can't do them great big ones because my attention span at my age is just different now. It's just different. And
Dee, Dee says, "Okay, Rita, I'm on my way up." LOL.
Here she is.
Then Carla says,
I
"Me."
know Kelly left.
she can have my jar if that's the case. She can have my jar. It's her
Oh,
birthday,
no,
so she can send her my jar.
What's a
no.
tornado day?
That's all right. I just wanted to come up with you ladies.
I know.
Well,
I'm a worker.
I'll let you read, Dee, why I got to eat some breakfast.
I can't. I'm working, but I'm listening and I can talk. But,
Okay, I'll read.
Okay, you read,
good.
Vicky.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay,
Because I
anyway,
gotta
trying to
have
say I
some
got.
breakfast.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was gonna make a little chicken thing I found that's a little crocheted, and it looks real easy. And I like easy, like I'm saying. You don't have to, you only use like some scrap
I got a
yarn to
bee
make
in
it.
this pod. It's sealed. It's sorry, making a lot of noise over here.
Hey,
It's all
Rita.
right.
Rita, I loved your early morning video, and them
And
roosters
then
telling you to get to work.
Yeah.
yeah, that was it. They said get to work. We're on my time. Get to
That's
work.
right.
That's my
Charlotte
job.
Dillon says, "Hey D." I think that's the last thing I see on comments. Hey D,
Who is that?
that's a you got a little bright shirt on today. It looks
Oh,
pretty.
thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Charlotte. Hey, Deb. And the Confident Quilter. And Carla. I got through this real quick. Now get
Where
back to
else can
work.
you sit in
It's Janie
somebody's kitchen
Jane.
and watch them can? That's so awesome. Where else could you just sit in somebody's kitchen early morning and watch them can? Sit and drink coffee or type or mop the floors, wash the dishes, and watch your friend can. Don't get better than that, does it?
Don't get no better than that.
But it's like it's exciting to me because I don't do it, but I'm sure Miss Rita's saying I just want to get this done, girl. I just got to get this done. So she's getting them. We got the seeds. She's getting the seeds out. That's the thing with blackberries. They're really seedy, aren't they? They're real seedy.
Leave a little bit foam off the top.
Well, my eyes are a little bit bigger than my stomach, so the rest of this goes back in the refrigerator.
Carlos says I have to go to work in bed on the phone all day doing tech support. I'm ready to have a position where I don't have to talk all day. Okay, I get that. Yeah. I don't like talking on the phone very long.
Me neither. I'd rather
And I
talk on
know I like
person.
to talk, but yeah, I don't like it. And put me on hold, and you know I'm having a fit on the other end. After 5 minutes, I get up. You know, especially when you gotta make them appointments. It's like I just got all day to wait for you. I know you're busy, but I got all day to sit here and wait on you. You know, it's like
Hmm.
I don't know if your appointments or not. But
You know, I don't do quilting like Paula does, but what I do is I crochet. And
yeah,
for Christmas last year, I made my adopted family all slippers,
oh,
Those
I
are
beach
so
like
style
comfy.
slippers.
They're comfy.
Yep.
oh yeah.
And after I finish with this thing that shouldn't be shown on the screen, I'll show you guys my blanket I made. But I have to wait until I finish what I'm doing because we don't want to inspire kids to do the wrong things. Carlos says, LOL, I don't put people on hold. How could I help them then? LOL, I miss crafting.
Oh yeah. Well, they have to when it's an office. You
You
might
know
call.
what's aggravating? They feel
Oh
them jobs
yeah.
perfect, and there's none left over for me to eat.
Oh.
Well, that means you had a perfect recipe there.
All I
Yeah.
got is this old foamy stuff in this plate. That's all I've got to eat.
Oh, that's what you can get. Okay, now I figured it out. I seen you picking it. I thought you was picking seeds out. They thought I was crazy, probably. What you think about that?
Striker said hi, Dee.
Hey, how you doing? Who said that?
Striker
Oh,
Force
hey,
for
hey,
you.
Steve or Steven.
Oh yeah, and Steven, he changed, and I just realized that he changed his channel. Steven did. I had no idea Strike Force was in that on there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me see. I got a new name to put on my cheat list to find out their names.
Your cheat list. Oh.
Hey, everybody has them. I got a book too.
So Striker Force for you is
Yeah,
Steven.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Beverly
I
told
would.
Stephen hi.
He goes
And
to the
Carla
flea market and
and
does a
Carla
lot
says,
of
"Oh,
that, and I think he lives on another channel. But anyway, I'm sorry.
Carla says, "Oh, that's enough to put on a biscuit or toast or butter and jam,
I wanted about half of
peanut
one of
butter and jam."
the stars left.
I got some biscuits in a plastic bag I made up yesterday for breakfast, leftovers.
Well, we need,
I
we need,
always, it's funny, I always have biscuits. Now, they're not homemade now, don't get all excited. But I always have biscuits. I would have biscuits in a bag somewhere to eat with a meal.
Charlotte says, "Gotta go start my day." LOL. Have a great day. I'll be back as soon as possible. You have
Have a
a
great
blessed
day,
day,
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Nice to meet you. Have fun. It's Friday. I hope it's your last work day here and you get the weekend off.
I
Nowadays,
found. Go ahead.
nowadays you don't get weekends off.
I found an Amish market close to
I
me, so
never
I'm
got a
gonna go
weekend
check
off.
it out.
I work. I never got a weekend off when I work. I still don't get a weekend off. I may not have a full time paying job, but I'm up doing something every day. And to me, it's work. You know, maybe not to other people, but I mean, I have to clean the whole house by myself, and I'm telling you what, housework, I hats off to people. You know, I used to wash the walls and everything, but I'm a little older now. It takes me longer. I do a
Vicky,
room
what do
a
you
day.
call real old? Vicky,
Well,
what do
I
you
ain't
call
so
real
old.
old?
For me, I feel older. I feel older. My body's telling me to slow down a little bit, and it hurts a little bit.
Now, see, I'm
And then,
65 years old and I feel like young.
well, I don't feel young. I'm sorry, I don't feel young. I don't feel old and ready to pack it in, but I don't feel as young as I used to. I mean,
Well, my dad turned 80, I think it was 82 or 85, I can't remember. But he says, I never thought I'd live this long.
yeah.
I don't know why I'm still alive.
I just want to live. Well, I don't want to live to be 100. I'm going to tell you that right now because no. But then I don't know what the good Lord's got planned for me. I don't know. You
You know,
know,
and I had this attitude, I don't, there's no such thing as I can't. I look at things and say, how can I?
I look at it and say, should I do this or shouldn't I? Being honest, there's some things I don't do because I don't think I'd be good at it, and that's okay with me. I'm not into. It doesn't make or break me saying that maybe I shouldn't or it's not for me. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Good morning, Dorinda.
Good morning, Dorinda.
Like I tried to sew, I can't sew. I can't even grow a straight line. I just think
You you
I can
you
sew
just have to
stuff
change your
that
way of thinking. You
no, I
got the
don't.
I can't.
No,
Instead, you got to think of how can I?
I do other things
Because where
better
there's
than
a
sewing.
will, there's a way.
Yeah, I do other things better though. Like I'm better at crocheting. I'm better. I can manage to do things like that. And I can hem and things, but that's enough for me.
See, that's why I homestead in an apartment. Is I didn't take that I can't attitude. I took the how can I?
Miss
In just a
Rita's
minute, I'm
back.
going.
Back up. Oh, she's sitting down. Let's hope she's back up.
I'm gonna get ready to take them out of that water bath in just a few minutes.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have to wash my pot and use it again.
Are you gonna do more tomatoes? Because you said your husband was going to get more tomatoes.
You can pick some more. They're laid out down in another room down there. But I don't think
Yeah.
I'm gonna touch them today. That's pretty.
This is folded in half, or I wouldn't have been
That's
able to pick it up.
How pretty.
That's corner to
yeah.
corner.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing about crocheting Afghans. They are heavy. When you
Oh yeah, it takes about a month to do it.
oh yeah.
What I do is either I turn on people's people's streams, you know, or I watch a movie and work on it. I've got arthritis in my hands too, see? But I don't let it hold me back. There, hello, Derek.
Guys, I'll be back in a minute. I've got to place an order for our lunch, so I'll be back.
Alrighty.
Tiffany.
I'll have a hamburger and some fries on
Yeah, get mine while you at it, Debbie. I'll pay you back.
I mean, I'm just
Hey,
saying.
Derek.
I've never heard
Good
of
morning,
that.
Tiffany.
Good morning, Tiffany. Yeah, I don't know what other kind. I'm silly, but my favorite flavor of jelly, and this is probably I like apricot the best. I don't know why. Yeah, I
You
just
see all
do.
that? You see all that freeze-dried candy?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. Yeah.
About a week before QuiltCon, I had to put it in dollar-sized bags.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
And it'll all sell too, I bet.
Oh yeah, because
I've
there's
got
kids
some
and
family,
everything
yeah,
there.
I've got some family members that do that, and they sell all they can make at a little place downtown.
Yeah. It's popular.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I've also I got a tote full of freeze-dried meals like goulash, chili, ham and beans soup.
Uh-huh.
All I have to
What?
do is add hot water to them. And then I got to set up a bunch of breakfasts for the campers to where
Mm-hmm.
they can buy where they can buy omelets. That all they have to do is rehydrate them and cook them.
Cook 'em. That'd be good. It'd be easy and good.
And
That's a
it's
good
all
idea.
quail eggs.
Quail eggs.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh,
I don't have chickens.
well, I can't say honestly that I may have had a quail egg and didn't know it, but knowingly, I don't think I've had a quail egg. And
I don't have
I'd
either.
probably get one.
Well, Carla, if you look on my list, I mean on my playlist under freeze dry, then you'll be able to see how I made it. I show you before and after. Good morning, Jan, woman of spirits in here. She says blessings to you all.
Same to you. Good morning. I'm having a pretty good Friday
Happy
morning. Like, get ready to go out of
Happy
town.
Friday, yes.
I'm going out of town for a day. It's not
Well,
for like a vacation or anything. I'm just with my old man has to do a job out of town, so he wants me to go along just so I can get out of the house. I was okay, why not? So I got a little bit more done on that today, and I'm
so if
working
you
on my fall stuff. I do some special stuff toward Halloween on my channel. I always have. It's my October and September. Well, I was born in September, but October and fall is my favorite time, no matter what. It's my favorite time of year. I just always loved it. So I use YouTube to celebrate it. Just a little plug, guys, if you want to watch, you watch me or anything. Be watching some stuff.
woman of spirit, you
You
have
had
a blessed day at work.
Vicky, you had a big birthday bash last year. You gonna do something this year too?
Oh, I don't know. I probably not. I'll probably go live, but I'm not going to go all out. Yeah, I'm turning 62 next month. So.
See, you're still young.
Oh, I'm not 61. I know he said you said I know I feel young. I have a mind of I have a heart of a child. The Bible says you have a heart of a child. There's something that references that. I've always had a heart like a child. But my body is telling me I can't get up and do like I would get up and start working all day long. I could just wipe everything out at once. Well now I have to take segments, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I'm not
That's
saying
what
that
you have to do. You have to break it down into manageable bits. It's
I'm
like
a
me.
human being.
I
I always have good times and I always have down times. We all have that. Nobody can stand there and say they're happy 24 hours a day because I just don't believe that. You have to go through, some down times and some bad
well,
times and some
yeah, but
sad
you
times.
always remember during the bad times and that. Just remember, this too shall pass. You
Right.
work for the good times. You don't let the bad hold you back.
Yeah. I mean, yesterday, I don't mean to take over your show, but yesterday I went grocery shopping. It was a weekly grocery shop. I had the worst looking grocery store I've ever had. I went to get me a jar of spaghetti sauce, right? And I reached up and got the kind I like, and somehow they had that box sitting a little awkward. And I didn't notice how it was sitting on the shelf. I just reached up and grabbed it. And as soon as I took that drawer out, all the other ones rolled down, and one of them rolled right off the shelf, hit the floor, got spaghetti sauce all over my foot. But the thing that got me about it is the lady that comes to clean up the mess, and I'm sure she wasn't happy she had to clean up that mess. And she didn't ask, well, are you hurt, ma'am, or do you know what I mean? She wasn't concerned with that. Well, maybe that one jar hit my leg and busted, you know. I was just thinking, maybe it's just me, but people just seem just to want to do stuff quick and not even. It's like that'd be the first thing I think. Are you all right? But she was just like, get over here and clean up this mess on the radio. Like, are you okay, ma'am? You know. I was like, okay. I should have stood there and said, oh my goodness, look at this. No, that was so old man. But my old man, he looked at, got down there and made sure it didn't cut me or nothing. And it was just funny. And then just other things, I'd pick something up and it'd drop. It was just one of those, you ever had the day where you just drop everything? You don't know, like, you get it in your hand, it just drops. It's one of those days. But it was funny. I thought, dang. And I've worked a lot of jobs. I've worked, where taking care of people and public service and everything. And I was taught how to do it. Even if I didn't want to, it's like, daggone, why'd you spill it? No, look, I got to clean that up. In my mind, I would think that. But that would be the first thing when you're in a public situation and you're working like that. You got to take care of your people. But it's all different, man. It's like, and the guy that come to clean it up, it was so funny because he was taking a little piece of cardboard and he was scraping all that small stuff a little bit at a time. I thought, why I never seen anybody cleaning that up like that? I mean, I don't think it was just like, dang. But anyway, I don't know, does anything like that ever happen to you where you have one of them days where you just everything. You bump and drop everything. You go to work on something, and I hope I ain't sitting up here rattling, Miss Rita. I apologize if I am.
That's fine. You just keep on talking. I think I'm going to move over there and wash my pot and measure up my sugar, and I think I'm going to go get jars and get them washed for the last batch. So I'll be three batches if I get the. I've got enough juice for another one.
Now, Vicki, use Rita for inspiration.
I do. That's why I come to her channel. This lady, ever since I've seen her on here, it's just something about her and the way she talks, and her face is so strong and simple, and she just lives a good life, and I just love her. If I did, I ain't up here just shining your shoes and trying to make me look good, or I'm not.
Girl, I know you're talking about me, and I love you too. I just got the end of it.
This lady here makes me laugh when I see her because all I think about is Ryan and the Double D.
Hello, Linda.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm done, honey. I'm just sitting here.
Good morning, Linda.
I'm gonna.
You could read it. A birthday party on Saturday, right, Dean? You're having a live?
On Sunday.
Sunday, okay.
It's on Sunday at 5.
Oh, I might be able to slip in Sunday then.
Central time,
but
right?
I have to leave Central time, D?
Eastern.
Good. That makes it better for me. Because at 7 p.m. Eastern, I have to moderate Liveshire live stream.
Yeah.
My Shire's live stream. Good morning, Deb.
Morning, Deb. Deb Somerville. Remember Deb. Yeah. I don't have anything funny.
pot might have been easier to wash if I'd put water in it to start with. I let it. It won't take long, but
My dad always had one of his favorite nieces. Well, he didn't have her, but when we went to visit that part of the family, one of his nieces would make sure that he had blackberry cake. She
Mm.
always had blackberry cake for him, no matter what. That's
Good morning, Vicky.
You know, I've got blackberries in the freezer. I could try that.
Yeah.
And Vicky says, good morning from Northern California, listening while she works her day job.
All right, Vicky. I'm in Central Valley, California. I guess you call it the Central Valley. I'm in Central Valley. I'm a bad girl. Relocated back, girl. I've lived so many places in my life. I adjust to any area. My dad was in the military, so half my life I was moving around. So I kind of like to go different places, if I can, because when am I ever going to get a chance to see it? You know what I mean? That's why I like YouTube, because I can visit, and like I can go to Hawaii or go to the UK, and I get to see what it's like over there. And I won't have to get on the plane or pack my bag or worry about somebody checking me or you know whatever
Yep.
else today's police are. I wouldn't take the plane today for nothing. Every time I look on the TV, they're having so much trouble in the airports because they can't keep up with the booking and stuff. There's too many, and I wouldn't take
That's
the plane
that's
today.
the only thing. That's the only thing that scares me about flying now. It used to be flying itself, but now is getting knocked off a flight and getting
Yeah.
delayed. And if you've got a connector, you're not going to be able to make your connector, and losing your luggage. all
Vicky
that.
says she'll be at QuailCon again this year. Looking forward to seeing green grasses instead of all the dry brown we have here. Oh,
That's
Vicky, it's
cool.
going to be so fun.
Yeah,
Was
he's
it only
excited.
22? Let me find out. Echo, how
What day
many
is
days till
it?
September 2nd?
15, 11,
22 days till QuailCon. That means I got so much to do. I got to finish processing the cooey. I got to bag up all the freeze-dried foods for QuailCon. I have to have my speech ready because I speak twice.
You better get started, girl. You better get started.
Well, last year I wrote my speech and I didn't even follow it.
That's usually the way it goes.
I set it down, and I started in because it's the first time I spoke publicly in many years,
The only speech
and
I want
they had to
to think
come
and
up
say.
and tell me, okay, time's up, because we were going so good.
Oh, yeah.
It was harder for me to do this Fall Fest 20 or Fall Fest 23 giveaway video than it is for me just to get up in front and talk to people. I mean, I couldn't tell you how many takes I did.
Linda, Julie's back in Chicago. She was too short, and they wouldn't keep her there, so she's already back. She's already back home.
Good day, David.
Okay. Hello, David.
So like I said, I got about 8 cooey I have to process. I got about between a dozen to 20 quail. Thank you very much, David. You have a blessed day as well. And Vicky said, "Oh my Lord," and
Vicky kicked herself off. You can come back, Vicky.
I'll be back. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I was washing my breakfast dishes back behind me. So.
Jennifer says, good morning, Verna. Good morning, Jennifer. We have Rita and Dee here. And Rita's been making, she's been making homemade blackberry jelly. She's taking a rest before she does her dishes to start on her third batch.
While they's holding down the fort over here. I am going to run down to another room and grab some half-pint jars. So I'll be back. I'm just going to leave it open. It's all yours.
All righty. Vicky says, I'll stay down for now. She's got to charge her tablet. Jennifer, I've got about 8 more cooey to process. And at least a dozen quail to process.
Hello, Jennifer.
And then I've got my 21 Egyptian thieves that need to go in cages next week. Then I'll be and then I got, the weather isn't cooperating till Monday. Monday I start freeze drying again.
Do you have a harvest right?
Yep, a medium-sized harvest right. I figured can't trust the electricity in this apartment, so I didn't want to get a large. And being only one person, I figured a medium is about good enough because now I don't waste leftovers.
Mm-hmm.
I can make my big batch of food, then freeze dry my leftovers instead of eating it for a week.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a microwave.
Wow.
With my PTSD, every time I have a microwave, I start having nightmares about it exploding. So, when you have PTSD, you gotta cut away things that trigger nightmares.
Yeah.
Yeah, about every 20 batches, you have to filter your oil, because they come with the pitcher that you filter it into, and then you can reuse the oil.
And even the ones that they say you don't have to, you still have to do. You still have to change the oil. From what I understand.
And it's the oil, it's the vacuum pump that has the oil. Kathy Wait says, hi, Rita.
Hello, Kathy.
See, I got a big mouth, so Rita gets to hear me. Carla says, now I want a freeze dryer.
Oh, I'm wanting one so bad I can't stand it.
Yeah.
You can put them on layaway. $250 down, and you pay it off as you can. As soon as you pay it off, they ship it to you.
Yeah, but mine would probably be antiquated by the time I got it paid for.
No, you get the new one when what you do is you're freezing the price when you put a down payment on it. And what they send you is the newest one.
What I thought about doing is getting me one of them 0 interest credit cards for like 18 months, and then get and putting the freeze dryer on it, and nothing else, and then pay it off in 18 months or something. I thought about doing that, I just hadn't.
You can.
Mhm.
But if you have the large or extra large or whatever, those need a dedicated 20 amp service.
Yeah.
But if you have a medium on and a small, you can use any plug-in. Good morning, Michelle.
Morning.
Michelle looks bacon. Bacon
Oh,
sounds good right now.
I told her the other day she had me bacon.
Consumer Alert says, you guys are so precious. I love this.
And they're coming in from your channel because that's a name I don't recognize.
Well, go to harvestright.com and put one on layaway, $250 down, and you pay it off as you can afford to.
Hmm.
No, you'd have to cook it first, Carla, because you have to drain some of the grease. Michelle says, this is my second channel. But with only 22 days to quail gone, I'm a nervous wreck. I'll be that way. I'll be that way until September 1st.
And I've heard you talk about quail calm, and I know nothing about quails or don't have any quails, but what do? Y'all get together at a quail convention or something? Is that what it is?
It's a QuailCon is a quail convention.
All right.
And what it is, people that raise quail or interested in starting to raise quail or is looking to find a way to go become more self-sufficient, all get together there. And we have like Saturdays full of guest speakers and workshops.
And where is it at? Where is it at? Where you going?
It's at My Shire Farm in Miamisburg, Ohio.
Oh.
Let me get my notes and I can drop a couple things.
I'm not going. I'm just curious what you were going to do.
Oh, but even though you're not going, you can always check this out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she says there's more than just quail going to be discussed.
Yeah, there's going to be rabbits. They're going to discuss rabbits. They're going to discuss. They're going to have a workshop on farm safety. And I mean, if you could look at that site that I put out.
I'm gonna move that so y'all won't have to look at my backside while I wash these jars.
Okay.
There you go.
You can look at the site. You can look at the classes that you're able to go to. And they're not extra. We raise rabbits and laying hens. Okay, I don't have any chickens. What I do is quail and cooey right now, but September 1st, I'll be getting rid of the cooey and having Havana rabbits, which is a compact meat rabbit. Thank you, Stephen. You can freeze dry any eggs. What you have to do is you have to take them out of the shelf. You scramble them up like you're going to make scrambled eggs or omelets. And you pour it in the trays, and then you freeze dry it. And so you end up with powdered eggs. And when you rehydrate them, they are just like you just cracked the egg open. I have a couple of quart bags of freeze-dried eggs. See if you. Yes, I'm going to send you a link to all my cookbooks. After I get rid of that phone ringing. And I have 3 cookbooks on quail eggs. Casey says, Rita, I see your bowl cover on your kitchen aid. It looks nice and will keep your bowls clean.
It is. It's on my bowl. Yep. Kathy sent me this bowl cover. It's the neatest thing. I'll show it another time. With the chickens and the eggs, isn't that neat?
Yep. That's sweet.
So Kathy Wade sent it to me.
Vicky says, good idea.
Got my attachments in the bowl and I cover it over.
Here, let me, instead of looking at the forecast, let me do it this way.
There you go. I love that thing. Okay. Guys, I hate to say this, but I'm going to have to catch you this evening or tomorrow.
You have a blessed day, Dee.
I got to go pick up lunch, so you all have a great day.
Thanks for stopping by and visiting with us.
And don't forget, come over 5 o'clock Eastern Sunday, Dee's birthday bash.
Have you already got it set up so we can put the notification on? Is it already scheduled? Yep. Okay. All right.
Oh, y'all need to go check out my big tomato too.
And did you drop your link before you go? There's not a whole lot of people in here, but you need to put your link too.
Be honest with you, I don't know how to do that.
Right hand. H-E-N.
Oh, that. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought you meant for the Sunday birthday bash.
No, so they can go.
There we go.
Now, well, I don't know. Well, you're on Vase, so I'm not sure if it'll work from.
If you're on my channel, Dee, type in quail.
Yeah, it worked.
I'm on hers.
Okay, it worked.
It worked.
I'll see y'all later.
All right, bye.
Have a blessed day.
You too.
Hey, Rita, can you hold it down for a minute while I answer a call that you can't refuse?
I sure can. All right. And Vicky's watching Dee's tomato short. All right, I'm going to put some little pint jars over here and some water over to the side so they'll be sterilized. And that's what I want. I've washed them. They need to sterilize. I'll go by with my jars. So far, there's been 6 at a time that I need. Dorinda's still there working on the porch. All right, I'm going to go back over this way. Go to the other side of my kitchen. We got good morning to JJ Willow, and I think you're coming in on Bayside, but good morning here. She had to go take a phone call.
Good morning, JJ. No, it was a call you can't refuse, a nature call.
Oh.
Morning, JJ. And Rita here is making blackberry jelly.
Vicky loves the sound of a busy house. You know, that's better than being too quiet, ain't it? Let's see. I'm gonna start the last batch. This is the last one I'm gonna do today.
Yeah, you go ahead and do what you got to do. As soon as I get me some coffee, I'll be over there. Even though they won't see my face, I'll still be there reading everything to you.
Stick down. Don't move that. You can kind of see. I'm measuring it. Just measured into here. Get down where I can read it.
It's already 80 degrees where I'm at, Rita.
I don't know what it is here, but it's gonna be warm today. Got that much left over. I think I'll just put some sugar and thin it down a little bit and drink that later on. Not right now.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me, Lucy. Let's see. JJ says, I have all my strawberries and raspberries frozen. Gonna make some jam when I get finished with the tomatoes and pickles.
That's what I did. I saved these blackberries for a while. And then finally I needed some more of the freezer space. I thought, I'll just do them now.
And Michelle says, coffee cheers. Or energy drink for me, cheers. Vicky says her house is quiet except for when she thinks out loud. Okay, Michelle, I think to get the weather, you have to be in mine. I don't think Rita has her nightbot set up for weather.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Somebody's going to have to tell me how to do that someday.
Yeah, I have to be looking at my nightbot to be able to tell you. And right now, it's as scatterbrained as I am. And Michelle did her hand. Lucy, you got another half hour yet. You can wait. Vicky says, fruit bunch brisk tea drink here. Cheers back to you. And JJ says, oh, sugar. I had to buy sugar. I'm completely out.
Yeah, it takes a lot to make jams and jellies too. More sugar than it does the fruit or the juice. And I bought my Sure Gel type fruit pectin in this big old bag. It's a whole lot cheaper than that Sure Gel, because them packages are getting expensive.
JJ says she needs it for bread and butter, pickles, and the jam.
Mm-hmm.
I had someone bring me some tomatoes and peppers, Hungarian peppers. And I sliced them up and put them in my freeze dryer. That way you know you eat it before it goes bad. Hey, JJ, are you coming to QuailCon? Rita, JJ said you have a pretty kitchen.
It's just a country kitchen, and it's a mess. It needs deep clean, that's for sure. But
Well,
it's hard to deep clean it in the summertime when you're busy.
That's right. You got to wait till fall. No, you got to wait till winter.
Yeah.
It gives you something to do. Oh, Michelle's in mine right now, so she can check her weather. Thank you, Michelle. And she's in Murray. Temperature's 80 degrees, winds blowing from the south-southwest at 5 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 93%. You got rain around you, Michelle.
Linda didn't wait till all the canning is, and then cleaned it. But then I tell you what, my poor old stove, I've dropped so much stuff on my stove, I won't ever get it to look brand spanking shiny new again. I love my stove, but it's a mess.
JJ says she loves having a door going outside in her kitchen. Nothing's more cheerful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Vicki, I don't do dusting and stuff like that.
I have cobwebs hanging and everything.
Now, I kick those down when I get tired of looking at them.
And when we remodeled this kitchen a few years ago, and I know I've got fluorescent lights over above, and they're not real pretty, but you know, I like to be able to see what I'm doing. I like a bright room when I'm working.
Right. Michelle says she's an old housekeeper. And JJ says she can't see any dirt on your video. In other words, it looks clean to her.
Well, don't look too close. I'm gonna turn that light off. It's just kind of too bright behind me. But my house is lived in, and it's not a show place.
No, but I love how you got one area over there, and then you got another area for the cooking.
You know, when like I said, we remodeled it a few years ago, and it used to be just a little spot in my dining room table was here in this area, and then all I had was that over there by the sink. And so we bought some new cabinets and put them in, and now I've got room because I live in my kitchen. I'm in here all the time.
Well, see, my kitchen is too small. If I turn around from my stove, I'm right at my kitchen sink.
Then I've even got another place where I keep my canned stuff. So I'm spread out all through my house.
Lisa says, I have a sign that says you can touch the dust, but please don't write in it.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to take this one, I think.
Okay. Big, nice and big, yeah. It used to not be, but that's what I wanted, was enough room to get around. It's not a show kitchen, but it suits me. Yeah, we built onto the house 20 some years ago, and I made a special room just for my canned stuff. It's down a few steps from this room, and I have to walk down there to get it, but I store a lot of stuff down there.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. You didn't miss much. Just me and JJ were chatting. Cause she got some shelves in her basement for her canning stuff. And what all do you can, JJ?
She did mention that she's doing bread and butter pickles and jams. Thank you, Vicki.
I'm ready to get done with this job. I've been
Oh,
at
you're on
this.
your last batch.
I'm on my last batch. Been working on it all morning. And Michelle wants to learn to can, ferment, and jelly too. Jelly would be the easiest, jams and jelly to start with,
Yeah,
is
because
my opinion.
those are the easiest to start with. JJ says her greenhouses got destroyed from the wind so far. She's built a quail hutch from the wood and put the plant shelving in the basement for her canning stuff and appliances.
Mm.
Are you going to QuailCon, JJ? Michelle says, I'm SF. Anybody jelly with the Splenda or stevia? No, you actually need sugar to make jelly. You would have to look at how to make sugarless jelly.
Yeah, and I've never tried that. I know it'd probably be better for somebody than all this sugar because all jelly is almost pure sugar. But
And JJ says she cans beans, corns, pickles, tomatoes, and jams.
jams.
And she is going to QuailCon. Yay! Yeah, you have to research on sugar free on how to do sugar free.
Yeah,
I know there's a way to do it, but it's harder because pectin reacts to sugar. So you're diabetic, Michelle? Are you type 1 or type 2? And JJ says she's never tried it. She usually uses her jams as gifts, so I'm not eating all that sugar. Ethanol is like a sugar alcohol. You're type 2. Are you insulin dependent? Or are you still using other medicines? Or because I'm type 2 diabetic, but I don't take any medicine because um I try it with exercise and
and low carb would keep you from
exercise and
sugar.
diet. Yeah. No, you need every time you have protein, a diabetic needs a little carbs to help with the protein. She's using a ketogenic diet to regulate.
I need to go back on a ketogenic diet, but I do it for a while and then I fall off the wagon and go back to eating all the stuff I'm not supposed to.
JJ says carbs are bad for diabetics, but needed for good health. Vicky wants to know if I test my blood daily. I'm supposed to, Vicky, but I don't. I only test it when something doesn't feel right. And Michelle says, we shall agree to disagree on carb things. Yeah, we can. Having disagreements doesn't mean that we're not friends. Willow says she's type 1, caused from damage from allergic reaction to pharmacies.
Farmers.
Michelle's got low blood sugar.
So low blood sugar, you have to have the sugar to bring you back up, right?
You have to moderate. You got to be careful what you eat with low blood sugar. because if you bring it up too high too fast, that can cause problems. And if you don't eat the right amount of food at the right times, you can pass out.
Mm.
My brother had juvenile diabetes. Yeah, with low blood sugar, you can get type 1 or type 2. Michelle says it helps to not spike your insulin in general, and even keel is what you want, which is true. And that's doesn't matter which type of diabetic you are.
Diabetics don't need all this sugar I'm cooking here.
The thing is, if you're diabetic and you watch your carb and protein intakes, you learn how to balance and know what an actual serving is, and you can figure out how to cheat without cheating. In other words, if I was to use jam, I would have to have a carb with it. So peanut butter and jelly is perfect combination
Mm.
because there's your protein and your carb.
Yeah.
And see, with me freeze drying vegetables, perfect thing to put it on is an eggplant slice that's been freeze dried. Use that in place of cracker.
Eat little meals during the day. It's good for a diabetic.
Yep, it's also good for weight loss because if you eat 5 small meals a day, you got time to work it off before the next meal. Michelle, she says she pairs a replacement with protein so your body metabolizes it properly. Yep. Now you should grow stevia, Michelle, because if you grow stevia, you can dry the leaves up and then use it and then powder that and use it in your baking goods so that your breads and cakes are no more than a slice of a bread.
I've grown it before. Not it's been a few years ago. I'm old. I've done everything at least once or twice through the years. Maybe not recently.
Yeah, if you're a little bit older than I am. She says, yes, ma'am, it's on the list. Start your garden turnover in September. Oh, Ryan Hall, y'all has an extra channel, has a video just came out. A hyperactive weather pattern is developing. Oh boy. That's why we're going to have heat for the 3-day weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's going to be too hot to do anything. Vicky says, but sometimes this is necessary sugary makes you happy now and then.
It does. It's
And,
comfort food.
and Sandra says she can almost smell the jelly cooking.
Uh, you can smell the blackberries.
Now, what I might do in the fall is I might take all my garden stuff and put some quail pool in it so that in the spring it's ready for using. But the cooey and rabbit poo you can use straight on your garden.
Hmm.
Michelle says, we are revamping our homestead and adding a huge garden.
Put it all up and no waste. My garden's huge and I get a lot of it done, but sometimes it all don't get done.
All up with no waste. Welcome back, Rita. What's good to plant in the fall? Right now, you need to put in your peas and green beans and lettuce and your cold plants like cauliflower, broccoli, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, all that you can do in the fall. Depends on where you live at, too. Yeah, Michelle, to sell your rabbit poo, you have to dry it out first and then bag it up. And that's what's good about using your reusing your feed bags, because then you can bag it in that and sell it that way. And Michelle's in Northwest Tennessee. Senator says, I love the freeze dryer, dried candies. Have tried the other foods yet? You haven't tried the other foods yet? Sandra, do you have the freeze dryer? Good morning, Rudy. Yeah, it's 11:51 here. Michelle says, home of the world's biggest fish fry.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put my face back on here now that I'm done with the cancer stick. Sandra says, no, a friend does. Are you going to QuailCon, Sandra?
Sandra's a quilter. I don't think she has any quails.
Oh. Well, you can be a quilter and still have quails.
Oh, yeah, but I don't think she has any.
Or rabbits or a farm. Because QuailCon's out on a big farm. You have to drive a quarter mile down the driveway to get to it.
But Sandra's in Washington State. It'd be a little far for her to go.
We have people coming from California and Washington.
Yeah. You might get her to go if there was a quilt show or something. Am I right, Sandra?
Yeah, she says she's clear over in Washington State. Well, tell her you need to try some of that food and tell her how, she has to give you a package of food and tell you how to rehydrate it. I'm also making jerky, and I do that in my dehydrator. I got fish jerky in there with summertime seasoning from Drunken Chef. I got some beef jerky. Michelle says Sandra should come visit the Quail Trail from Northwest
The quilt
Tennessee.
trail.
The Quilt Trail, yeah. From the Northwest Tennessee to Paducah, Kentucky. It is so near. Andy Rabbitson. Good morning, Andy. She says she loves jerky. And I got to make cooey belly jerky. Michelle says, anyone forage? I also like to learn what I can forage and eat in all the seasons. Michelle says, quilt, so neat. Yeah, so there's going to be cuy jerky, beef jerky, and one thing of fish jerky at QuiltCon. And Lessa said, hi, Beverly. I'm listening and not reading, trying to finish up the potholders and mug rugs from the
Lord.
Lorelei Harris panels. Yes, I've lost what's left of my mind. Fish jerky, I'm in. What I did is I had some pollock in the freezer and I didn't feel like cooking it, so I jerked it.
Mhm.
Andy says she has some rabbit belly flaps in the freezer to make some jerky out of. That's good. Because you know, when I get my rabbits from you, Andy, that's what I'll be doing with the bellies. Sandra says, if I had the money, I would stop by all quilting friends.
I know you would. You'd come through Oklahoma or Sheila and through Arkansas where I'm at, and you just go see all of our quilts and visit with all of us.
Yeah, Michelle says she has surplus fish and a dehydrator she's never used. Yeah, do some fish jerky. Now I gotta let Lucy out, so I'll be back. I'm still listening though.
Okay. Surplus fish. I've never put fish in dehydrator either. I use my dehydrator and dehydrate some things, but not fish.
Well, see, it depends on the dehydrator. Wait, Lucy, wait, Lucy. Someone came to my door.
Oh. Yeah, Lisa's project will be really pretty. JJ Willard, Michelle lifts bacon. I study about 4 wild plants a year. It takes time, but after a while, you learn about that stuff. I know some of them, but I wouldn't want to try to teach them.
You can go online and
I mean, I
or
could
to the library or bookstores.
so I know a bunch of them because I grew up with the old timers that would teach me, but I'm not going to try to teach anybody else.
Right. I
Sandra
didn't
made
even.
venison jerky when your grandson. Oh, they have to get the venison and then you make the jerky. Oh, you think? That'd be my favorite if they had crazy chickens on them, Lisa. I'm gonna move you guys because I'm fixing to have to need this spot to set my jars to put my jelly in them. So I'm gonna put y'all looking at my backside of my kitchen again.
There's my grocery delivery. She came the same time Lucy needed to go out.
Now
You know, that's
I'm
how things.
gonna be over there on the backside for a little bit. So you just talk to them, okay?
Yeah, because as soon as I put the refrigerated items in the refrigerated, I'll be back at my computer. Let me see. Celery can wait. Bananas don't need refrigerated. Okay, that's it. And Lucy's coming back up already. So everything worked out perfectly. Let's see. Michelle says she can't run an app out here in the boonies. She tried to before, hadn't thought about the library. Well, if it's okay, Rita, I'll get your address from Sandra and send you some. And Sandra says, my grandson makes all kinds of jerky. Duck, goose, venison. He makes his too spicy for me. Well, see, if you want a mild jerky, then take balsamic vinegar and water and do it half and half, and soak your meat for 24 hours in the balsamic vinegar mix before you put it in the dehydrator. And well, JJ says, me too. It got so bad that all our friends and families would show up at my house with a quarter of their deer to turn into jerky. I'm getting too old for that, so now I politely say no, thank you. Andy said she made squirrel jerky once.
And Sandra, this blackberry jelly is so purple, you would love it. Sandra's favorite color is purple.
That's one of my favorite colors too. Mine's purple than earth tones.
Purple as it can be.
Yeah, it's royal purple. Michelle says, what does that do for the jerky? I like to fry up that squirrel at ASAP. What does balsamic vinegar? It helps with the preserving part and gives a little flavor. And that's good for people that can't have a lot of salt. Because balsamic vinegar can help on the preserving scale in place of salt. And I buy balsamic vinegar by the gallon jug. Sandra laughs, she would love that. Fried squirrel is good, and I'm sure I'm going to have to make next year. Maybe I'll have some quail jerky. I didn't make any this year. Good morning, Ed. It's pretty early for you to be awake. No, it's noon, so yeah, you're about right. It's about the right time. Or haven't you been to bed yet? Rita is making blackberry jelly, and this is her third batch. Squirrel pot pie is a favorite here. Has anybody ever ate muskrat? Because when I was a kid, we were served up muskrat one time.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was the only one at the table that ate it. JJ says she has to get back to work, but don't want to go. Well, you got to do what you got to do, JJ. You can always catch the rest of it later. Danny says not that I know of. And Michelle says she never ate muskrat. Ed said he slept for 3.5 hours, then a second nap for about an hour. And JJ says no muscat, no woodchuck, though she heard it is good. Well, let me tell you, it's a dark meat and it's greasy. And you have to parboil it before you cook it, Michelle, because it is a little tough. You have a blessed day, JJ, and get back to work. You
All
can
right.
always come back in.
They're in that water bath. And look, this one come out different. I got some to try.
I think you rushed this one. I think you rushed it, so it didn't
I
evaporate as much
think
off.
I think I'm ready to get done, don't you? I've been on here, well, an hour and 35 minutes.
Yep.
So maybe about time to shut it down.
My
You got
live streams usually go at least 2 hours.
those at night I go 2 hours, but during the day there's other things. Well, I've been busy, but there's other things I have to do, so I can't just sit here and chit chat as much. So until after dark.
And we got 8 on my side right now, and I only got 9 thumbs up.
Oh, let's see. I've only got 13 on my side, and it says 24 thumbs up. And Sandra, it's been fun. Start to your day. Yeah, maybe I'll see you later tonight, Sandra. If you're through babysitting and the grandkid not with the grandkids,
You
I
have
won't
a
make
blessed day,
I won't make
Sandra.
any promises on them nighttime lives. That cuts into my bedtime. Oh, there's Christy. Christy B. I hadn't seen you in a long time. She's from Australia, but now she's in the UK. Hello.
JJ says she's going to leave the lights on and go and do her work. Maybe she'll be back. She's enjoyed meeting you, Rita.
It's nice meeting you. But I probably am going to shut this down just pretty quick. That water bath will be 5 minutes, and then I'm going to turn it off, and I may leave the kitchen and get out of this room for a little while.
I don't blame you.
Walk around the yard, go hang laundry on the line or something for a few minutes.
And Andy says someday she wants to make elderberry jelly.
I've made elderberry jelly. It's kind of sometimes hard to get it to set up. The pectin is kind of low in pectin, and it don't set up very good. But then I've mixed elderberry and black cherry and blackberry before, and that made a good jelly.
Oh, that's not until Monday. I mean, not until the 21st. I thought I missed an important appointment when.
Oh, and Sandra's on holiday. I know everybody's busy, Christy. I know. But you're going to have to come back and visit with us and come up on the panel some night. And Sandra, no grands today. Vicki had a phone call, appointment stuff. All right, babe. It's been nice, and I've enjoyed you taking care of the chat for me, but I think I am going to get off here. Oh, Christy says lots of blackberries there. These blackberries I got out of the freezer. Ours are done and gone, but I put some in the freezer during time. So then I pulled them out to make room in my freezer for some other stuff.
Well, thank you for having me, Rita.
So that's why they call it elderberry syrup, because it's felt jelly. Could be.
Yep.
That's a thought, ain't it?
Yep.
Hadn't thought about it that way. But I've made it before, and it'd just be like a syrup instead of a jelly, because you can still put it on your biscuit or toast. But
Everybody have a blessed day.
anyway, all right, you guys, I'll see y'all later. Bye. See you, babe.
Bye.
Thank y'all for